So we're going to start a new document. And just to make sure that you know how to do that, you hit the plus sign down here. You're going to have you're going to pick the white color here and you're going to hit create. Once you have that, you're ready to go. Today we're going to be using the paintbrush. So I'm going to go to what it would normally look like. It looks like the pen when you see this list right here. So you're going to click on the pen. And then you're going to open up the paintbrush right here. Okay, so once I have that paintbrush, I have to fill off. That means this little, right here, this little teardrop, I have it clicked off, and then the outline is black for right now. But today, I thought this seashore, because it's so cold out, I thought I just want to see the warm sun and think of the beach. I thought we could draw our own using organic shapes and geometric shapes. We're going to focus on the foreground, the middle ground, and the background. So this is a really nice image because it's very straightforward. The foreground's right here, obviously the sand. And then we have the sea as the middle ground, but this boat could be the foreground because it's a very large object. And then we have the background. So sometimes, even though this is the middle ground, this part of the sea, this part right here could be foreground, okay? So now we have the sun in the background. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna change this to a sandy brown color in my brush. So it's like an orange. And like I said, some of our images, like some of our objects are going to be geometric shape and some are going to be organic. Organic meaning, you know, all over the place. Like it's not a perfect square or perfect triangle. So I have this orange picked and maybe I pick another one, like a lighter one. It's up to you what you want your sand to be. This is the first part we're going to do. And how I can change the width of my brush, you can see right here. So that's how you change it. I'm going to keep mine at like 17 points right here. It's just like 1, 2, 3. That's 19, 1970, 1917. And when I look at this, I have this nice organic shape right here. Nice organic line. So I'm going to do some wavy lines with this brush. And it's a wavy line like so. So that's our first. This is what we're doing first. Our first step is just that wavy line. And you can see the sand would be right here. So we'll color that in later once we get our sea in too. So I'm going to stop right there and make sure everybody's okay. They have the brush. They have a yellowy, orangey colored sand. And they know how to do the line width. And somebody's going to explain that to me too. So pause. All right, and we're back. So we have our wavy line right here. I'm going to go back to the brush. I'm going to look at my picture really quick. And then I have a straight line right here. So we're just finishing up these lines. So that's not going to be all the way on top. You're going to go like 2 inches down right here, not in the center, above the center. Nothing has to be perfect though, guys. So I'm going to pick blue for the sea. I'm picking a dark blue. And right here, I'm drawing a straight line across. So everyone draw a straight line across there. That's our second. And I'm going to give you 2 seconds to do that. 2 and 1. Now that we have that, we can see the sea is going to be below, and then we have our foreground, which is the sun. So if we plot out all of our areas, if we plot out our foreground, our middle ground, and background, we'll be good to go. So I'm going to go back to the paintbrush. I'm going to go to the outline, and I am going to change this to yellow for the sun, and I'm going to draw a half circle right here. So there's my half circle. So right now you should have your wavy line here. This is the middle ground. You're going to draw a blue line going across, and then you have your yellow half circle right here. Now we're going to start making our boats and our sails with our boats. So I'm going to take off that image and I'm going to go purple. So I go to the brush, I go to the outline. I'm going to do a dark purple, and the boat is in the sea. So I'm going to draw almost a rectangle. It's almost a rectangle and it's pinched on the end. So it's an organic shape. It's almost a rectangle, and then it has a little end right here. There's no wrong, no right. If it's easier, you can just draw a rectangle. And then we are going to draw the smaller boats. So these are going to be rectangles, and you're going to draw one right in the middle, but smaller because it's smaller than this boat. Then you're going to draw a very tiny rectangle in the background. Perfect. Now the sail I'm going to make dark blue. So I'm going to give you like 30 seconds to get these three. One's large in the foreground. We have an even smaller one in the middle ground. And this tiny little boat is in the background. I'm going to get my next color so I can have it ready for you. It's a sail. And I'm going to make my sail something brighter than, because I am going to color in the sea. So I'm trying to choose what I want to do. I'm going to make it maybe make it a light blue. So here I'm going to draw a straight line, and then I'm going to draw a triangle like this, and then I'm going to draw a straight line, and then a triangle, a side triangle like this. I'm going to copy this over here. So straight line, tinier, triangle, straight line, triangle, straight line, triangle, straight line, triangle. So now we have our boats, we have our sea, we have our middle ground, which is the ocean. I am now going to start to color it in, and I'm going to speed that up, but you can see what I've done. And then you're going to do yours how you want to. You can make these sails different colors or patterns. You can color in the boats a brown if you want. It's all up to you. So I'm going to get going so that I can get this colored in. Alright guys, so here is the end results. As you can see, I have my foreground, my middle ground, and my background. And I want you to do this in a way where it's independent work. Like the only thing that I am asking, that you have the sand, you have the water, you have the sun, and the sailboats, which causes your foreground, middle ground, and background. And you can add a beach chair if you'd like. You could add different colors to your sails. You could do a different sky. Your sky could be purple if you wanted to. This is all up to you. Not everybody's is going to look the same, and that's awesome. That's the whole point. So I started you out, and the rest of the work is just yours. So go for it and have fun.